wrong way. You got to come into that situation with the mindset of what I just mentioned is the opportunity is Atlanta Tech Week. Now, do I want to nurture my relationship with 10 people, have a goal, 10 people, 20 people. And then when you meet those 10, 20 people, how many people did I have synergy with? Because from those 20 people, synergy could be 5. 5 plus people, right? In this case, Atlanta Tech Week, right? 5 plus people, we had synergy. Maybe they were a cloud engineer and I'm also a cloud engineer. So now we have synergy. And that also, in that same capacity, maybe there was a talent acquisition manager that was there that is looking for cloud engineers. And then because you gave your value, you didn't come there with a mindset of I'm looking for a job.
Hey, what up, fam? This is Saul Levy, host of Happens in Tech, where we're building bridges and saving features in tech. On our episode today, we got Nimi Bello. She's going to be talking about networking with purpose. And if you've not watched her actual interview yet, definitely go check that out. She shares a lot of gems about being a Scrum Master, release train engineer, and just kind of like what it looks like to, move up to the next level and thinking outside of tech as well, which I think a lot of us should be thinking about how to leverage the monies we're making to go into different spaces. So definitely go check out that episode. But Nimi, off to you.
Alrighty, so hello everyone, Nimi Bello here, founder of Lincoln Power. So today I want to share my framework for how to network with purpose. One of the questions that I get most asked about is, how do you build your network? It comes so effortless to you. You do all these things, but there's actually a formula that I want to teach you about. And guess what? You can grab my free ebook on my website, nimibello.com, that network with purpose. But I'm going to do a quick overview on the 3 things that I like to focus on. So think about these 3 words. 1, right? So I'm going to break this down. It's really easy. 1, and excuse my handwriting. I'm not the best at writing. So 1, there's always an opportunity. So opportunity, I'm in sales, if you can't tell, or was in sales. There's always an opportunity. And that opportunity is going to lead to something. So the relationship is the opportunity, right? And what you do with that opportunity is the next step that a lot of people struggle with. So a couple of things will happen is opportunity. You say opportunity, what is that? Opportunity could be right now. There's 3 people in this room. I could have a conversation with him. I could have a conversation with him, and it can lead to something else. I could be in a grocery store. I could go outside right now and go for a walk, and there's an opportunity everywhere, right? So you have to look at networking as an opportunity, not in a transactional format, but in a way that it can now lead to something that is of value. So the mindset is value. So when we go from opportunities, we go to nurture. Okay. This is the part that a lot of people struggle with. Between here and here is where we have the issues, because there's opportunities. You can go to a networking event, you can go to the store, there's different things that happen, right? From this, then we go to nurture. And this is where a lot of people get lost, because now something has to now happen with the opportunity, which is for you to actually pour into the relationship. Meaning, how can I add value? Not asking. Right. A lot of times people are like, hey, I'm going to go to a networking event and I need to go because I'm looking for a job. No. I need to go network because I can add value. I can add value by educating. I can add value by introducing you to what I do, to my network. I can add value because I know that maybe you need something, and I'm going there being with the intention of being a value add. Now, how you nurture the relationship, it could be from a phone call, an email, LinkedIn, and then going a step further, not just adding them on LinkedIn, but actually now engaging.
And while you're writing that, I think one thing also that you are getting into is the nurture piece. Like it means you have to come prepared.
Correct.
You have to understand what the needs are,
Absolutely. So again, we talked about identifying the opportunity, nurturing that opportunity, and engaging with that opportunity. So it's all a life cycle. So this, you start here, you go here, and then you move here. If you can't nurture the relationship, you can't engage with it.
Yeah.
So I would say people can argue that, hey, why can't we just go into engagement? But how are you nurturing the relationship? And there's also synergy.
Yeah.
That's another word that we want to think about in between here. So is there synergy? Is there value? Not on one end, but on both ends.
Yeah.
And are you the person that is bringing the value into the equation? Because sometimes you got to be the one to bring the value before the value comes to you.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, opportunities nurture engagement.
And let's talk with synergy. So for those who may not understand synergy, is just you have sort of like there's a likeness. There's something that your business or you as an individual offering that person is also offering, and there's some sort of
There's
link
alignment.
there.
There's alignment. Yep.
And I think a lot of times we don't look at that. We don't explore that.
I just want to network.
Yeah.
Like Atlanta Tech Week is getting ready to come really soon. And people are going to come to Atlanta Tech Week with a very vague mindset.
Yeah.
I want to go because I'm looking for a job.
Yeah.
I got laid off and I know there's going to be recruiters there. And I'm going to go to the recruiter. I'm going to bring my resume.
Right.
And we're not in that kind of job market right now.
Right.
That is absolutely the wrong way.
Yep.
You got to come into that situation with the mindset of what I just mentioned is the opportunity is Atlanta Tech Week.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I want to nurture my relationship with 10 people? Have a goal, 10 people, 20 people. And then when you meet those 10, 20 people, how many people did I have synergy with? Because from those 20 people, synergy could be 5.
Yep.
5+ people, right? In this case, Atlanta Tech Week, right? 5+ people, we had synergy. Maybe they were a cloud engineer, and I'm also a cloud engineer. So now we have synergy. And that also, in that same capacity, maybe there was a talent acquisition manager that was there that is looking for cloud engineers. And then because you gave your value, you didn't come there with a mindset of, I'm looking for a job. So now, what are you going to do with the engagement piece here? After you nurture the relationship, are you now going to reach out to them on LinkedIn? Not with your resume again. I never noticed. I'm not saying anything about how to get the job. I'm talking about how you're going to foster the relationship. So are you going to send an email? Are you going to connect with them on LinkedIn? Are you now going to say, hey, here's something of value that I have for you? Because one thing that I've learned about following this network is when you focus on a value proposition, it's going to come right back to you. Because now they're going to say, oh, wow, actually, I saw that you're on LinkedIn and I see that you were doing X, Y, Z. I have a role that is blah, 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 blah. And that's how you win with networking purpose.
Yeah. And I think shout out to Cyrus for Tech is New Black. There's a director at Microsoft that mentions something similar where an individual, I think, approached him about a specific job they had posted. And he basically studied for that whole whatever time it was. I don't remember the time gap, but he was preparing for that specific role.
Right.
If you go to a tech event and you're looking for any job, it just seems like people can sense desperation.
Of course.
Of course. Versus somebody who's prepared and they're specific about what they're looking for. And they're also very targeted about what they're looking at.
Correct.
And I think for a lot of individuals who go to like these big hiring, events and tech events, you're just a number at that stage. And you need to get away from being a number.
And remember, the recruiters are also tired. Let's not forget that.
Exactly.
What is going to make you to stand out that they haven't seen or heard from everybody else?
Exactly.
So you got to make the first impression. And it's about preparation and how you show up. And the mindset is when I come into that room, remember, you're also interviewing too. You're also trying to see if I want to work at your company. Are you a good fit? Because there's many fishes in the pond in that situation with Atlanta Tech. So is this company a good fit for me? Are you going to be somebody that I can give my time to? So you also got to have the energy of I'm not desperate. I'm looking for work, but I need to make sure this is the next home for me. So it's a two-way street. So you got to come in with the mindset of opportunities, nurture, engagement.
Awesome. Well, Nimi, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
If people wanted to get in touch with you
Yes.
to ask any questions leading up to this, happening.
Absolutely. So you can check out my website, nimibello.com. And this information here, just actually a little bit more deeper dive. I kind of just give a quick high level overview. And I have a free ebook on my website called Network with Purpose. So you can download a copy for yourself to kind of prepare yourself for not only Atlanta Tech Week, but other conferences, other events, and different things of that nature. You can follow me also on social media, Agile Bay, and also on LinkedIn, Nimi Bello, and also follow Lincoln Power, lincolnpower.com for all of the information.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll have all of Nimi's information, again, wherever you're watching this, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, wherever, we'll have all of our information there. And if you have any additional questions, you can hit us up at africansinTechnology@gmail.com. Again, it's africansinTechnology@gmail.com. My name is Saul Levy. This is Africans in Tech, where we're building bridges and shaping futures in tech. All right, fam.